Hey there guys, this is Ignite the Fire, and welcome back to a brand new episode of my Let's Play for Skylanders SWAT Force for Nintendo Wii. This is episode number 10, so in this episode we will hopefully complete chapter 10, known as Boney Islands, to 100%. So we're going to talk to Sharpfin straight away. So I bet you guys wondering, well, how come you don't need to speak to Tessa? That's how you left it off on the last episode. And you're also probably wondering how come Sharpfin didn't explain about the magical snow globe of the Boney Islands. But of course I'm going to explain about that right after this haircut scene.
She has on hand, and we have a lot of fish. I'm Avril, the captain of the Frost Elf Guard.
Oh, pleasure. Well, I'm Flynn, the most awesome pilot in all of Skylanders.
That's nice.
This here is Sharpfin, the, respectable businessman.
Not there, you dolts.
We're here on mega important Skylandery business.
Skylanders, eh? I heard they were here. I know what you're looking for, but we're really in no position to talk about that with Cyclops breathing down our necks. That bridge! Now we need to find another way to get this caravan to our ship. Tell you what, Flynn, help us with that, and I'll show you and the Skylanders the way to the Frost Hound.
Okay, so basically what happened is that I got a little bit through this level, and I got a recording error on my phone, so basically I lost all of the footage that I recorded, but luckily I was only a tiny bit into the level, so I'd only collected 2 or 3 things, and I basically just had to start out with the level over again so that then I could re-record all of the previous footage I had made. So that's why, because I had already talked to Tess and already talked to Sharpfin for the first time, that's why I did not need to repeat those tasks in the Let's Play right now. So yeah, I do apologise about that error, but luckily the error wasn't too bad, because it could have been much worse. It could have finished the level and then it could have occurred. Because if it wasn't, that would have been really bad, because it would have meant I would have to play through the entire game just to get to this level so I could re-record this level. But luckily that's not what happened. I got very lucky with the error, and it doesn't affect the Let's Play too much, so that's the important thing. Well, duh. Of course it ain't. Like, why would you want to cross the bridge that's on fire? That would be an incredibly stupid idea.
We cleared out most of the valuables from the exhibits already, so the Cyclops don't get their grubby mitts on them.
I cannot believe I just took 400 damage there. Roll so much better than that. In my initial recording of this part, I took absolutely no damage at taking out those gear golems whatsoever. So it just appears that, you know, my recording equipment doesn't want to like me today. But either way, the element of the area has turned to the tech element, so we're going to go for Drill Sergeant right here, and to be specific, Series 1 Drill Sergeant, because he has the better path, or at least the better path in my opinion, because the rocket path is much better than the charging path in my opinion, because I find it more effective, and it's better for taking out like hordes of enemies, because his rockets like split up. As you can see right there, they split. But either way, if you head over in this direction here, if it actually wants to let me, that is, there's actually going to be a treasure chest over here, but because I've already collected it, you can't actually see the treasure chest itself. But I can assure you it's there, guys. Okay, so we got some more things to take care of right here, so we're going to very much get into that right now. Oh boy. Okay, what I recommend with this guy is that you always hold the fire button, because if you're holding the fire button, then he's always firing, and you can also like use your other attacks at the same time, so you're dealing 2 different forms of damage, so that's very helpful and effective.
Pushed into the whole Skylander.
Now if you head over in this direction, you can get the first museum souvenir. I can assure you it's over here, even though you guys won't actually see it in the Let's Play right here. Because what happens is that after you collect a collectible, it's replaced by that clear gem instead. Oh darn. But either way, this fossil right here is a very nice attention to detail. Like, this level, in terms of the graphics design, is very, very good. Like, it's, like I said before, highly detailed and very nice to look at. Even in the Wii version, and the Wii version's old, man. Well, the Wii version of Swap Force isn't old. It's like, it came out in 2013, which is still fairly quite recent. But the Wii itself is old, you know, it's over 11 years at this point, and trust me, that's old. Not as old as me, but still old. And, funniest thing is that, like, for Xbox 360, although it came out, like, after, no, it came out before the Nintendo Wii, it's still more powerful than the Nintendo Wii. So I find that kind of funny, really. But that actually gets me wondering, can you imagine this game, like, being on the GameCube? I mean, like, the GameCube was a very powerful system, or at least from what I've heard. I mean, like, my facts could be completely incorrect about this. But it was the most powerful console of the 6th generation, I think it was. And so that means it could have only just been a tiny bit less powerful than the Wii. And so that's got me wondering, I wonder what it would have been like if you could play the Skylanders games on that system. Now, I definitely think that Swap Force it wouldn't been able to cope with. I mean, like, the Wii struggles to cope with it, like, it pushes the Wii to its limits. But the first 2 games, however, I wonder if the GameCube could have actually, like, been able to cope with them. Like, that actually seems kind of interesting to me. Like, I think they definitely would have had loading screens mid-level, but I think it would have been able to cope with it just. But of course, it could be completely wrong by that. Like, it might not even be able to cope with the opening level of the first game, who knows. And we're never really going to know, because, you know, they're not really going to make it for the GameCube. But either way, if you jump onto these platforms, make it to that area over there, there will be a Soul Gem, Spy Rice's Soul Gem to be specific. But either way, funniest thing about it is that right after I collected Spy Rice's Soul Gem was when my recording corrupted. And so basically, this here is where I had to restart the level. So, from here on out, you're going to be able to see me actually collecting the actual collectibles. So, you know, like I said, I didn't get too far in, luckily. So, the fact that it did happen early on in the level was definitely the best time that it could have happened, so I definitely am appreciative of that. But hey, it happens, you know, technology can be unreliable sometimes, and I hate it when it happens. Boom, take that. Yeah, this is actually a really good combination, because the bomb bottom half is a really useful bottom half, because it makes me invisible, and yet you can still, like, attack while you're invisible, so enemies can't see you, but you can see them, and you can deal damage before they even know where you are. But either way, here are the cute little chompy frost flower. Trust me, they're cute. But without further ado, it's time to take them all out, because they are a nuisance, to say the least. But either way, here is the Magic and Life Zone, which is the main reason why I chose a Hoots Bomb for our combination right here. Which is actually a really interesting name, like Hoot Bomb. Who comes up with this stuff? Oh, I guess Vicarious Visions does. Yeah, I still think Skylanders Swap Force has the best gimmick. I mean, like, the Imaginator's gimmick of being able to create your own characters, that's really good as well. And the Trap Team, while it was very imaginative and very well executed, it wasn't, like, that great of a gameplay changer or gimmick. And the traps that you had to buy were just overly expensive and ridiculous. How many sculpts there were and stuff, like, it's ridiculous for casual fans. Trap Team was. But luckily, I'm no casual fan, so that's why I love Trap Team. But, either way, yeah, this one definitely has the best gimmick, because the fact that you can take physical characters and swap them about with different, I was about to say different combinations, but that doesn't even, like, hit the surface. It's 256 different combinations. Just grasp your head around that number. 256. That's a lot of different combinations that you can make, and that's what makes the game so great. Not to mention, it's not just like you change the game characters in the actual game, but you can change them on for figures as well, and that's what changes them in game, and that's what makes it so unique. I mean, in the 3DS, it's not as unique because you don't need the actual figures for it. So the 3DS, like the gimmick, isn't that well utilised, but it's still a great gimmick to have nonetheless. But either way, let's continue with the level here. We've got a house to enter into. This is breaking and entering, but do we really care? Not really. I mean, like, the Skylanders. Who wouldn't want Skylanders coming in their home? Like, if I was a resident of Skylands, I would definitely want a Skylander coming in my home. I wouldn't care if they wrecked all my stuff. I'd just be like, welcome! And then, like, I would put on the doormat, Hoot Bomb visited here or something, you know. Man, if I was visited by Igniter, I would put, like, banners and all sorts up. I would be like, Igniter visited here. In fact, I should do that. I should go to every single house with Igniter, so that then, like, every single Mabu who owns those houses can be like, Igniter came here. That would be so awesome. Are you serious? Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I highly apologise about that cut right there. What happened is that my game froze on me unexpectedly. And so earlier when I said that my recording equipment doesn't like me today, I take that back. Technology as a whole hates me today. But either way, guys, this gives me the perfect opportunity to show you that I did indeed go back and get 3 stars on the previous 2 levels, which I failed to get 3 stars on, as you can see right here. So I went back to Twisty Tunnels and got no lives lost, and I went back to Serpent's Peak and defeated the boss without taking any damage, which was a nuisance. And as for when the game froze, my initial reaction was very hilarious, but I'm not going to show it because it had a lot of very naughty words in it, let's put it like that. But either way, there's all those guys, all taken out, all gloriously and all that. Because Hoot Bomb is not messing around today, I'll tell you that much. But hopefully that's the last error, like, I go through in this recording, because, like, this is already my 3rd run of the stage, so if I have to do another one, I'm going to be very upset. So now we're just going to wait for, basically, you just want to shoot like crazy because things are going to spawn in front of you, and this section is even worse than the section we had before with the aiming and the detection and stuff, as you can see, because the ice shards, once they've been fired, you cannot stop them, and that is the most annoying thing ever, trust me on that. Like, you want to take out those ice blasters as fast as ASAP, but hey, you get a nice loot bonus from that. But either way, at the end of this level, there's like an entire section dedicated to this here gameplay in all the other versions of the game, but in the Wii version, however, that section is entirely missing. I'll talk about that more when we get to it, though. But either way, I think the game froze on me because I was talking about maybe the GameCube could cope with it, because while it does push the Wii to its limits, it's like, not a huge push. I guess the Wii was just trying to, like, prove me wrong. It was like, oh no, you're pushing me too hard, and I'm gonna prove it, son, and I'm gonna freeze on you, because you're not giving me the respect I deserve. And so, you know, I was getting punished for all that stuff. That's why you don't say stuff like that on Let's Plays, guys. It's that simple. Either way, as for our climb combination we're going to go for Gorilla Rise, which actually is another awesome name, come to think of it.
If there's a drill, there's a way.
Oh yeah, you bet. That's a nice pun on if there's a will, there's a way. Which actually reminds me of a show that we watched for primary school. So basically at primary school, one of the topics we had to cover was World War II. And we didn't cover the full extent of World War II, like, at World War II, we basically looked at, you know, Hitler and stuff. We didn't look at the Holocaust because, like, that was a bit too dark for primary school. I mean, it was a bit too dark for me when I was 15 and when I was in high school. Never mind when I was only 10 at primary school. Because, man, the Holocaust was a really depressing topic. But either way, we had to look at World War II. And we started off by looking at, of course, Hitler and the war itself, of course. Which we won. Yay. And, after that, we started looking at like evacuation of kids and stuff because, of course, we were kids at the time, and so my teacher thought it'd be more interesting for us to look at how kids of our age would have lived like in those times, and so we watched a TV series called Carrie's War. And what it was basically just two kids who got evacuated to the countryside, and they got a new family and stuff, and it was actually really, really awesome. The characters were very well developed, and not only that, but it was also extremely educational. It showed off perfectly what time would have been like for them, and it was also very tension building, so it was actually a really, really great show, you know, very in-depth for a primary school show, especially. Like, I enjoyed it a lot. And what happened is that there was one episode called When There's a Will, There's a Way, and basically, the parents of the two kids who were evacuated, the father okay, I really can't speak. I'm trying to say the father, but he wasn't really a father, more of their, like, host father, I should say. So their host father, he was kind of mean in the first few episodes, and basically, the house, they met some really, really nice people along the train station after they went grocery shopping for the host father. And what happened after that is that they came across this house with these really nice people, and it turned out these really nice people were relatives of their host father. And so in their will, the house, there was no will. And so the host father was trying to fight the law to try and make sure that the house went to him, when really the people who had the house really wanted it to go to someone else instead. And so Carrie was really trying to make sure that the house went to the people who the owners of the house really wanted it to go to. And in the end, what happened is that the host father gave the house to them anyway, because at the end of the series, he kind of like went through development and became much better and stuff. So that's like where the character development lied, and it's where like a lot of the greatness in the show rubbed off. And not only that, but it also gave Carrie, the host father, the host father gave Carrie like his mother's wedding ring, which was very valuable to him, especially since his mother passed away when he was young. And so yeah, you guys can kind of see the depth that went into that show, and as I said, it was very impressive, especially for a primary school show. And I can't really remember much of it, and I'm probably not explaining it very well, because no doubt none of you have ever even heard of it. But my point is that it was an awesome show, and it had lots of awesome story to go with it. And it's just that Gorilla Driller's like catchphrase reminded me of that. So it's funny like how much a catchphrase can remind you of from your past. Because seriously, a pun on When There's a Will, There's a Way reminded me of all that stuff, guys. But hey, it makes for an interesting conversation topic, so that's what I really want to start introducing more into these Let's Plays, so I'm not moaning, mind you. Thank you, Gorilla Driller, for creating such a impressive conversation right there. Enough reason to like Gorilla Driller, I guess, even though I don't really like Gorilla Driller that much. But either way, enough of Gorilla Driller, I'm in Enchanted Starstrike right now, aka one of the harder variants to get a hold of these days. So, Enchanted Starstrike was quite easy to find when she first came out. When she first came out, she was exclusive to Game, and like the thing is that she came out at a time where Game was having sales and everything, so she was on half price. So one day I bought her for half price, but then I saw Legendary Chill at CX, and so I decided to take Enchanted Starstrike back to the store to get Legendary Chill instead. And at first, you know, I had no regrets. It was all going to work out nice and pleasantly and stuff. But then, of course, Trap Team came in, and Game wasn't stocking in Enchanted Starstrike anymore. And then I went to go and buy her on eBay, and not on eBay, on CEX, and then I realised, wait, she isn't even listed on CEX. And then I looked on eBay, and the prices were ridiculous on eBay. There was some of them for upwards of 40 quid, and I was like, oh no, it's going to take me forever to get this one. But I was patient. I waited for the right time, and when the right time struck, I managed to get her for 6 quid, which was a huge bargain, because like I said, she's not even listed on CX anymore, and so she's very hard to find. She's not expensive if you know where to look, but she certainly is hard to find. That's basically the whole thing that I'm saying here. But either way, what this moral is basically be patient, guys, because good things come to those who are patient, especially when it comes to Skylanders hunting. And speaking of Skylanders hunting, actually, because my game just froze, while I was waiting to restart the recording and basically replaying back through this level to get it to the point where the game froze, I checked out my comment section on one of my videos, and it turns out that a user called Junkrat, thanks to the support by the way, is actually requesting some hunting videos, and he's not the only one. Several other people want hunting videos as well. I mean, my mate Luke Smith, he wants more hunting videos. This camera angle is really awkward. And some other people who watch my videos also want more hunting videos. So it would seem that hunting videos are most certainly my most popular and well-received series. And luckily for you lot, I have a bunch of the hunting videos actually coming up. I have one coming up this weekend. So that's not tomorrow, because I'm currently recording this, and I'm not only recording this, but I'm also uploading this on Saturday and Sunday. So this is next weekend I'm talking about. I have a hunting trip planned, because basically Luke's going to be here for the weekend. And not only that, but I'm also going to have some other mates come down, because we're all going to go and see Kingsman together. And that's going to be awesome, because I love the first Kingsman, so hopefully the second one could blow me away, just like the first one did. And so, we're going to go and do that, and then, because we're all together, it's going to make for a perfect opportunity to, go Skylanders hunting, so you guys got that to look forward to. And not only that, but, I have 2 trips planned for October already, and who knows, I might even get in more than that. We shall have to see, but, luckily for you lot, you guys enjoy for hunting, and, I also enjoy recording for hunting, and luckily we got a bunch of that stuff coming up, so it's something that we can all look forward to. But either way, here comes the second Soul Gem. This time we can actually preview him, and it belongs to Dunebug. Yeah, sorry you guys couldn't preview the Spyrise Soul Gem, because I had already collected it. Stupid technology. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because it'll probably, mess it up again, and I really don't want it to mess up again. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, just zip it, and lock away the key. Oh wait, hold on, there's a dig zone there. I almost completely forgot to do the dig zone. How humiliating would that be that I forget to do a dig zone? I actually did that once. For some reason, whenever I'm playing this game off camera, I always forget to do the teleport zone from Mudwater Hollow for some reason. I always skip over that teleport zone by total accident. But luckily in this Let's Play, because I skip over it every single time, I actually remember to actually do it on the Let's Play. But yeah, it's funny how you can just forget to do swap zones sometimes, and I almost forgot it here, but luckily I record at the last second right there, so, you know, saved myself that humiliation, and made the video more efficient in the meanwhile. But either way, there's our first blue gem. So we just need to collect 2 more of those, and then we are A-okay. Man, this has actually been a really interesting episode. I mean, sure, well, we have had not 1, but 2 technological problems. First with the recording being corrupted, and second with the game freezing. We've also had some really interesting conversations, such as Carrie's War from my primary school ages. Funny how from everything at primary school, the thing I remember the most is a TV show. But that's actually a really good way to revise. If you guys can find a really good, educational TV show that's memorable, a bit like how Carrie's War was, then you watch it, and then you remember the show, and you remember what you've learnt from the show. That's a really good tool for revision. Or even better, you could make some, revision videos yourself and watch them back to yourself. So then, not only do you remember the experience of recording those videos, but you also remember the experience of watching those videos as well. So yeah, Revision 101, it's something that I really need to start getting into considering it's my GCSE year, but luckily enough, I don't need to worry about my GCSEs really until Christmas. So what I'm trying to do is that I have a bunch of videos planned still. I still have like hundreds of videos planned, and so I want to try and get most of them done. Of course, I'm not going to get all of them done, but I'm trying to get most of them done before Christmas, so that then after Christmas I can focus primarily on my GCSEs and my life as a whole. Like, I want to do more things, like, outside of YouTube, and I'm trying to do, like, and that's why I'm trying to, like, get YouTube to an almost conclusive state for Christmas. But, with that being said, after Christmas, it's not like my channel's going to be less active. It is going to be for a few months, but when it comes to the summer holidays, that's going to be, June, that's when I'm going to kick it up again, like, I get 3 weeks extra off after I finish my GCSEs for study leave. And so that basically means that I'm going to have 3 extra weeks of summer so I can make even more videos, which means that after June, my channel's going to go crazy. Like, I'm hoping by then I have subscribers in triple digits, and if I do, then I will start doing more live streams. I'll start having better quality videos, because I'll actually be able to create, like, I'll actually get money from YouTube, which I can put back into YouTube. I can buy, like, editing equipment and stuff, because the thing is that I don't want to go and spend my personal money on editing equipment when I don't get the views for it. I can't make the money back on these videos, at least not yet, but come that time I probably will, which means that I won't mind putting in more money, more effort into my videos. I mean, of course I do right now. I mean, like, I put so much effort into these videos, but I would not mind doing more if I was to get, like, more views from it, basically. But either way, it looks like we got more chompies to take out, and I'm not worrying about the undead element right now. Okay, let's get stacking up our column thing right here. Oh darn, I didn't even hit him. Okay, let's try this thing again. This time I'll try to land it. Boom! Nice and powerful smash there by Doom Driller even. But either way, let's take this guy right out. Boom, baby. Man, this video is going to be so hard to edit later. Oh, editing, sweet editing. But actually, I don't mind editing for this series too much, because for editing only takes me an hour or two for this here, for these Let's Plays. But, I really hate editing when it comes to the 5 or 6 hour videos. Like, my reaction series, when I react to Skylanders Academy, that series takes, like, 5 or 6 hours to edit. It takes me a ridiculous amount of time to edit. And so that's why, if you guys ever have extra time, I would really appreciate it so much if you just check out that series and hit the like button. Like, that would be so appreciated, and it will show that you guys appreciate me spending my time to give you good quality content.
Pictures of Skylands are on display in the outdoor Frost Elf Museum. Miniature replicas of these great wonders were once available for purchase in the gift shop, but that too is now frozen beneath the ice.
Okay, so that right there was the story score level, it would seem. So let's head it right back outside. But first we're going to grab this popsicle, because, you know, popsicles are delicious and all. So yeah, this went really well, even though we're not even off the undead element. Okay, let's enter the actual door we're meant to be entering, and push in some blocks, it most certainly seem like. Yeah, I really do like the fact that they, like, these puzzles made a return in this game, because, like, these puzzles were some of the highlights of the previous 2 games, and so it's great to see them make a great return and all. But either way, my battery is currently at 15%. If my phone dies in the middle of this video, then, like, I think I might just have a mental breakdown. Because I've had issues before, but I've never had 2 issues on the same video. And if my phone was to die, that would be 3 issues. And that's, like, 3 too many issues for me. But either way, it seemed that we would need the assistance of a giant right now. So let us call upon gnarly T-Rex yet again. But we're not going to be remaining for him for long because we're going to swap out as soon as he's given us access to the treasure chest. But we need to jump back up because for some reason it spawned us back at the bottom here. So when I said swap out immediately, I really meant it because we're going to swap for a double fire combination in the form of Fire Zone, which that too is also an awesome name for a character because it makes it sound like you're entering a zone of fire. But yeah, luckily for us, Fire Kraken truly knows how to ignite the fire. I'm sorry, I just had to like reference my channel name right there. But either way, this combination is very interesting, I've got to admit. But either way, as for Carrie's War, which I was talking about earlier, I do know that I didn't go very in-depth with it, and really that's all I remember, but I could go more in-depth with it in a later video, so if that's the kind of stuff that you guys want to hear me talk about, like my primary school, and stuff, then, you know, go ahead and leave them comments, because I don't know what you guys like listening to, so if you guys got something in specific you want to hear, then you go on ahead and, you know, you tell me what you want to hear. Because if I don't know, then I can't provide. Because there's a saying out there, ask and you shall receive. And I want to make this YouTube channel centralized around for fans. It's not my channel. It's our channel. You guys, sure, I make the videos, but you guys watch the videos. And I want to make my videos as good as possible for people watching them. But I can't do that unless you guys tell me what you want from me. And so YouTube channels are a two-way thing. It's, first of all, content creators making content, and the second thing is content watchers telling content makers what they want from content. And man, I'm so glad I actually can say that these days, because like before, when I started YouTube back in February, I was so like amateurish about it. I had no idea what I was talking about, but now I'm starting to learn like all of these different techniques and what people are like on YouTube and how to improve on YouTube and stuff. And you know, it's just amazing like the growth and quality I've had over the last few months. Like 8 months is all it takes, guys. I mean, I know I'm still not the greatest YouTuber and my commentary still has a lot to be desired. But overall, I am so much better than what I was back then, to the point where where I would consider myself pretty decent. And I would actually watch my own videos. I would actually recommend my own videos, not because they're mine, but because they're decent. At least some of them are. I do know I make some bad videos now and then, but most of my videos these days are fairly good. Okay, let's get pushing blocks over here. This guy was just like, kind of like he was mad at something. I think he was mad that he's not owning enough enemies with his twirly stick. And that's what I'm calling it from now on, as twirly stick. But either way, for water element is currently stronger. So we're going to go with a classic Chill. I'm actually looking forward to Academy Season 2, because one of the things I do know about Academy Season 2 is that Chill actually gets lines, and I'm actually looking forward to that, because Chill had a very minor role in Academy, so I'm looking forward to the point where she gets a little bit more attention. Yeah, there we go, there's that guy all sorted. And now let's be collecting our treasure chest right here. How many is that? Please tell me that's the fourth. Oh no, it's not the fourth, but it's the third out of 4, because I know there's only one treasure chest remaining, which means that so far I'm still at 100% of the level, because I hate it when I miss stuff, you know, it's frustrating. But either way, just push the blocks like this, and you guys should be able to easily solve a puzzle right here. But either way, we are approaching the final area of the game, it would seem. Not of the game, of the level. We've still got plenty of the game left to go yet, which is very, very good, because, you know, this game is a good one. And man, I've been enjoying this so much, just playing this game and talking to you guys, not only about the game, but about several different stuff as well. Because to know that there's people out there actually listening, it's so much of an honour, honestly. Like, doing YouTube is one of the best things you can do, guys. If you guys aren't doing YouTube and you guys want to, just do it. I mean, like, what's holding you back? Bad quality? Who cares about bad quality? It's you what matters on YouTube. Nobody cares about equality. If you are a good person and you make good content, interesting content, and that's what they're going to care about. So if you want to start YouTube, just do it already. That's my advice to you guys. Wow, I've just realised that this episode is deep. But you know, again, there ain't no wrong with that. Because, like, I like to talk deep things, but I don't like to do it at school because, you know, I don't want to be judged. Even though I am at year 11 at this point and people basically know me for who I am, and they don't know me for these types of conversations, and that's really sad. I really need to do these more at school. I need to gain more confidence, really, in what I say. Not in what I do. In what I do, I'm very confident in what I do, but in what I say, I need way more confidence. And YouTube has really helped me out with that because, you know, you guys listen, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you so much for everyone who watches all of my videos. Like, words truly cannot express how thankful I am for the few views I get. But either way, when I said earlier that I remembered that there's only one treasure chest left, well, that treasure chest is located in this here area. At least I think it is. I could be completely wrong about that, and this could be a completely different collectible. But if I recall correctly, which that could possibly be completely wrong, knowing me, but if I do recall correctly, then this is indeed where that last treasure chest is located. Okay, so now I just need to push this one forward and then push a block out of the way so the beams can reunite, and then boom, we have access to this area over here. And I just realised that camera angle was really, really weird, so I apologise about that. But either way, it would seem that this is a winged sapphire, not a chest. My bad, I guess I did recall incorrectly, but hopefully I still haven't missed a chest yet, but I still have a rough idea on where that chest is in fact located. But luckily, we have collected all 4 museum souvenirs, so that is also a great thing. So hopefully we can finish this episode off with a bang, and by a bang I mean triple stars, because I like my glorious triple stars. Take this, suckers. Okay, Blizzard Chill has a really awesome soul gem, so watch this. Narwhals literally like explode out of her ice walls if you charge it up long enough. It's brilliant. Okay, now let's summon for ultimate narwhal. Take that, boom. Yeah, I love Chill. I actually can't wait to get around to the point where I record my top 10 most surprising Skylanders, because there's so many Skylanders where I've judged them based off their design and appeal to me, and it turns out that their gameplay is so much better than I expected it to be. Like Chill, for example, I wasn't expecting her to be that fun, but then I started playing her and I was like, wow, she's stupid good. Same with Roller Brawl, actually. And you know, that truly proves that you shouldn't judge a Skylander by its design. Same with a book. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and Skylanders are no different. But either way, if you head back here, there is in fact a collectible in the form of a treasure chest. And this is where the last treasure chest was. So that is our 4th and final treasure chest, it would seem like. And I believe that that's also the last collectible of the level. Hopefully I didn't forget to do any of the elemental gates or swap stones or anything, because like I said, that'd be embarrassing, just straight up forgetting to do an area. But either way, this whole YouTube thing, you know earlier how I was saying that you should like start YouTube if you really wanted to do it, just do it already. I've made mistakes before. Okay, so basically when I was young, I was 11, I used to have a YouTube channel at one point. Oh, I already have all 3 keys. My bad. Yeah, I had a YouTube channel at one point, and I used to upload, it was just in 2014, so I think I was about 13 at the point. And I used to do top 10s with, using, like, the PowerPoint slideshows on the YouTube editing system. So I just had, like, 10 pictures, and just, like, put them in order. That's all I used to do for it. And then I used to, like, do Mario Kart 8 highlights. And so I used to have, like, a YouTube channel like that, and I deleted it. And that's because, you know, it did highly suck. My content was really bad then. But after that, I wanted to make another channel. I wanted to make a Skylanders exclusive channel, and I wanted to start in 2015. I even made a Skylanders Superchargers launch hunting video, like at midnight release. But I decided not to release it. And I decided that, you know, I didn't actually want to do YouTube anymore. But that wasn't until February. I finally convinced myself to get off my ass and start doing YouTube. And since then, I've never regretted my decision. And my decision to make it a Skylanders exclusive channel, that's even better. This channel is always going to be a Skylanders exclusive channel. I love the franchise too much to pour other things into my channel when I've already dedicated it to Skylanders and Skylanders alone. And anyone else who loves Skylanders, I tip my hat off to you.
So chaos can go so is outside, pet! Here's what we promised you.
That is one fancy schmancy snow globe. Oh, and also, boom, triple stars.
It's a snow globe! What does it look like? Just shake it, and I'll show you the way to the ancient.
Oh, festive.
The ancient is in the Frostfest Mountains. That snow globe will show you the exact location. We'll see you back at Woodbarrow, friends!
Bye-bye, Avril. Nice knowing you. You know, I used to think her name was April. But no, now I know her name is Avril purely because I can read and her name says Avril when she's speaking. So that's convenient because if it didn't show the name when they were speaking, then I would still call her April. But man, that actually reminds me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Man, all of this small little stuff that's reminding me of other stuff. It's amazing, honestly.
Skylander, thanks to you, the Frost Elves are safe, and you are one step closer to finding the next elemental.
Put it like this, my childhood might not have been exciting, but it was an interesting one to put it like that.
That's not good. The blizzards in those mountains are too thick. They'll never be able to find it. Avril knows that region better than anyone. I'm sure she'll know of a way. Avril should be along shortly. Her ship is not nearly as fast as Sharkfin's. Make sure you are fully rested and trained, and then go find Sharkfin.
Is it just me or does this conversation make no sense because the grammar is not the greatest here? But hey, these games aren't made for grammar, these games are made for fun. And you know, grammar is the complete opposite of fun, so I'm glad it's bad because that makes it even more fun, honestly. But anyway guys, this does mean that this is the end of the episode. I'm actually kind of sad with how, because like this has been a really deep episode and I've enjoyed it so much that I don't actually want it to end. But of course, like all great things, it does have to end sooner rather than later. So with all that's said and done, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.